Well, as you could see by my body language, and what I said yesterday, I was just kind of discouraged and frustrated by how things had gone with the painting. And being a bit of a drama queen, I said to you I probably wouldn't upload a video for a few days, or at least until I made some decent progress. And I was playing with it today, and I went into the foliage here, and I was very happy with the variety of color and the design on some of these treetops, and that sort of put me in a better mood again. Trunks aren't done, but the treetops are, and I like the design of them. I need to paint in the trunks, not these foreground ones. That I'm going to save until the end, but the shape of everything seems to be coming together. I also went into these yellows and got them more organized. Now, I have, where I painted in with just straight oil paint, it was still tacky, but it was drying a fair bit, so I could just go into it again with a bit of straight oil paint. But in some areas, the paint had formed a skin. So in that case, I actually added a little bit of linseed oil to my paints today to layer over the other areas. As I said, I prefer to stay away from wet and wet. If the paint's a bit tacky, you can paint into it, but I do it very carefully because I'd rather paint over it than paint into it, unless the intention is to make a wet and wet painting. So I'll probably paint in the trunks tonight. But I was happy to take a bit of a break from the painting. But now I'm happy with it, and at least I feel like I have it under control. It got a little bit away from me yesterday. I know that sounds like a person riding a motorcycle, but you know, as slow and thoughtful as painting is, I think that I wasn't as thoughtful as I should have been, and I just started to cover ground rather than taking my time and organizing and making careful and slow decisions. It's not that you have to do that with every painting, but with this one I felt it was very important, you know. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. You know, that took quite a while to do that treetop, but it paid off. It seemed as though my mindset for the last couple of days was not to be patient enough and to think hard enough about what I was doing, but that turned out today. And you know, this here too, I went in there with purplish reds and just kind of brushed stuff around. And for this technique, again, not a good idea. Every brush stroke needs to be thoughtful. So I'm going to have to go revisit that and darken some areas and decide carefully where to put the highlights on. Anyways, I think I promised you I'd show you my failures as well as my successes. Although, I hate to show you too many failures. Okay guys, we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.